Okay. Let's see where he at. Oh. Oh. Ugh. Oh. Mm, 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 mm. Oh. Been waiting on my invite. Supposed to be playing Yo One to Envy. He challenged me. We're trying to see what's going on. Let me hit him up, see where he at. Okay. All right. Yep. There he is. Let's see what we got. How it's gonna go down. Ooh. I don't usually record gameplays because when I started out recording gameplays, I just wasn't doing good at all. So I decided to go ahead and try this one. We gonna see what we got. Oh, I'm finna murder this dude. This team is not gonna make it. He is not gonna make it. Ooh, I'm finna murder this dude. Love you to death, man, but it got to happen. It got to happen.
Morton Anderson to kick off.
He gets the ball first off.
Here's the former Saint and Viking Morton Anderson to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
10 at their own 30-yard line.
We might come out running the ball. If he does, I got to add something. Oh, he's definitely running the ball.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Guess who? J.J. Watt, as he so often does, getting in there to wreak havoc.
No, sir.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's Rodgers to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
43-yard line.
Be here. Not bad. Not bad. Oh, don't do that to yourself. Don't do that to yourself.
Rodgers now on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
It's good enough. It's good enough, but this ain't who I got right now. This is not who I have right now. That's all right. That's all right. Let's do something, D.
Throwing again. Rodgers.
Yes, sir.
Trying to get it to Ruggs, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Nnamdi Asomugha. And they finally put it into this return. But not before it's all the way down to the 37. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
I can capitalize off of the turnover.
They'll run on first down. It's Sanders.
Okay,
and inside the 20 before he's brought down. That good for 19 and a first down. One thing I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Go do some over. Oh!
Here's Vic throwing in a hurry to the flat. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Well, that's one of the drawbacks of running the RPO. If those linemen go into run block mode, you can't throw it if they're more than a yard downfield.
It's okay. I'm coming back. I'm coming back. Study wrong. You study long now over there. Taking a long time to pitch and play.
Vic with a give to. And now they're inside the 10 as it's brought down at the 9. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. Right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is,
and he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy.
Yes, sir.
And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos.
Good. Makes the score Broncos 7, Packers nothing. Morton Anderson.
Following the touchdown, here's Anderson to kick it away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40.
Come on. Okay. And Net offense. See what we can make happen.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And he'll drop here to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Sherman.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. To throw again. Rodgers. Flushed out right. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Let's go.
Back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
And 10 yards to go.
From the gun, it's Rodgers.
No, sir.
And that is incomplete. He had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground.
You better punt.
4th down now coming up.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Sherman. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone.
Yes, sir. Oh, you better catch it.
And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
It's a pickup.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Quick throw out wide by Vick. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
From right here.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Now Sanders. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Let me start playing right so I don't get beat.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The reception good for 7. It's third down. That's out to the left and complete. He's got a first down and inside the midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Come on, you know that's going to be there.
So into Packer territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 48-yard line. They go back to the ground with Sanders. Past the 20. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 46 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. They'll run with Sanders, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game.
Anderson to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor, maybe break the ice a little bit? Like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not knowing what you're throwing it to. Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Now the second down throw on target. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 48.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Shotgun now for Rodgers.
Yep.
And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off Byron Jones. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner. I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Let me borrow that.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They begin with a quick throw out left. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. It makes it hard to defend.
You got to cover the right line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
So into Packer territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 23.
Let's go.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Every time
speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
A quick throw complete into the flat out left. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. On third down, Sanders. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Broncos will extend their lead. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2.
Check 26, check 26. Watch the eye.
He's going to shoot the gap. I'm going outside, though. Happy pitching.
They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And so they run it in on the 2-point try. And it's so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating to use a boxing.
And he's taken down. Back in his own 7. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Yes,
Rodgers is going to go down in the end zone. It's a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. It's going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point.
Can I stole before half?
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
That's the question. Can I stole before half?
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
Because he ain't playing with me. Come on, bud. Break the tackle.
They'll try the left side. It's Jackson. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Preston Smith there on the stop.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. They did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
That's out to the left flat and complete.
Fixed pass.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd.
Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
I ain't even able to run no offense yet.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
48-yard line.
On first down, Rodgers escaping the pressure right. 20. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And they will finally catch him, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
Way to use that user playmaker.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. A final shot before half for Rodgers. Flush to his right. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off down near the 5. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
And his kick is right through. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. Now Bush on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down.
10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll run with Sanders. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Chris Jones on the stop. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up.
Here's Sanders. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. They'll try to throw it here. Vick. And he's taken down inside the 30. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Number 34.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. They'll run again with Jackson. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Taken down.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Brings up 3rd.
Throwing Vick. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now a carry for Sanders. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Denver Broncos.
9 yards on the play there, and it sets them up 1st and goal.
2-yard line.
They get this out left, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
Brings up 2nd and
they'll try the ground game with Jackson. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Punching it in from a yard away as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Morton Anderson to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Anderson to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And now here is another interception. Brian Dawkins, the safety, with a pick. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. A nice run there by Sanders on 1st down as he'll wind up with a gain of about 7 before he's brought down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's a quick throw caught out wide. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos turn that interception into a touchdown. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Extra point by Anderson, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Myles Garrett able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Okay.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail. As time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play.
Packers 6-0.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Packers go for it. Rodgers. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. And
he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A great play there. Tying a career high with his 4th touchdown of the game. And the Broncos add on. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Somebody other than Ruggs.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get going.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. J.J. Watt that time able to do what he did. The quarterback.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Operating from the gun, Rodgers. And the pressure gets to him again. Myles Garrett bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. From the gun, Rodgers. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 21. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Extra point by Anderson, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Stay in there.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
Oh, he coming out.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. It was Tyrann Mathieu, the Honey Badger, there to knock it away.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. J.J. Watt, his second sack of the night.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Over the middle, complete. It's Sherman. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Brings up 4th down.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for 1st down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
That's where you want to look at.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Rodgers. And his throw is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Throwing again, Rodgers. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he can't hang on. He had a good shot there for his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, it's 3rd down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Rodgers to throw once more. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Nnamdi Asomugha. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. As Sanders has it poked free, and the Packers pick it up, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Myles Garrett make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw is Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
3 down, 3 down. Jim. Run, Jim, go get him.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Myles Garrett. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
He's stripping. You be careful. That's right. You're stripping. You take it back. That's all
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
The ball carrier. Tackle made at the 16-yard line.
Have a good one.
Tonight's final score.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory.
There it is. He should have been put on punishment. There was a problem. But again, this ain't even my updated team.
So that'll do it from here for Charles Davis and the rest of our crew. I'm Brandon Gordon. You've been watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com/Madden. So long, everybody.
Alrighty. Let's see what these stats looking like. Ooh, this was horrible. You beat me in passing yards. Nobody pumped. Cameron kicked the 5 yards. So yeah, he has a good scheme. My players were just able to overcome a lot of the stuff he was trying to do. But that's it. Have a good one.